What if Squid Game wasn't dark and grim, but magical, colourful, and Disney-fied? Imagine a world where survival games aren't bathed in dread, but wrapped in wonder. A place where every challenge is soaked in Pixar-style colour, every shadow sparkles, and every heartbeat echoes with emotion. This isn't just a reimagining, this is a magical twist on Squid Game like you've never seen before. Let's step into the arena, Disney-style. The scene opens on a vast arena unlike any you've seen before. Think oversized toy obstacles, bouncing platforms, spinning candy canes, glowing slides like a child's playroom exploded into a dream world. Magical lighting dances across the scene, casting soft yet dramatic shadows. Every surface seems to hum with energy. The players? Disney-style characters with expressive, oversized eyes full of anticipation and nerves. They run, jump, stumble, and fly across this surreal obstacle course. A jelly platform quivers under one, launching them gently into a glowing air cushion. Another player dashes over a twisting, candy-striped beam, barely escaping a playful tumble. There's danger, but it's playful, mischievous, never cruel. The stakes feel real, but the setting whispers wonder. The camera pulls wide to reveal the whole arena, a burst of movement and color filled with sparkles in the air, motion blur on the runners, and that signature Pixar glow. This isn't just a game, it's a race through imagination. Then suddenly, the tone shifts slightly. From the misty far end of the arena, a group approaches. Marching in eerie, perfect unison, the guards arrive. But these aren't the faceless threats you remember. They wear rounded, animated masks, cute, curious, almost smiling, and glowing pink suits that pulse softly with light. With every synchronized step, a swirl of soft pink smoke follows. No shouting, no guns, just the haunting sound of their boots and a gentle hum of music in the air. It's hypnotic. They don't need to speak. Their presence alone signals control, order, and an odd kind of theatrical charm. In this Disney version, fear doesn't scream. It lingers softly, wrapped in mystery and beauty. And then, the first challenge begins. Red light, green light. But instead of a creepy robotic doll, there stands a magical figure. Tall, glowing, elegant. Her golden light spreads across the field. Sparkles drift through the air as her enchanted voice begins the game. Children, players, run forward, eyes focused, limbs mid-sprint. Suddenly, red light, time freezes. One child, caught mid-air, hovers like in a dream, hair floating. Another teeters, on the edge of falling, expression frozen in determination. The meadow around them is vibrant and alive, yet time feels slowed. There's tension, but it's gentle, guided by emotion, not fear. Every face tells a story. Courage, hesitation, silent hope. It's not about who wins or loses, it's about the journey each step holds. As another player nearly slips, barely catching the edge of the glass with a trembling foot. The doll's glowing eyes slowly scan the bridge again, and once more, silence grips the air. A soft wind picks up, fluttering the player's clothes and stirring the fog below. One child takes a daring leap. Time seems to pause as their feet slam into the correct panel, cracking it slightly but holding. Gasps ripple across the bridge. Hearts pound louder than the echoing footsteps. A distant magical chime rings, as if the game itself is responding to their bravery. Then suddenly, a sharp crack. A player missteps and plunges through a fake panel, falling into the clouds below. Everyone freezes. The doll's head clicks toward the movement, glowing red for a second, but no word is spoken. Silence again. Only the sound of falling glass. The survivors press forward. Every step is a gamble between fate and intuition. A girl kneels, eyes shut, whispering to a glowing charm around her neck before guiding her friend across. Another boy presses his hand to the glass, trying to feel a difference. Any sign. He glances at the clouds below, and for a moment, his reflection seems to whisper something back. As more players fall, only a few remain. The lights dim further, casting long shadows and eerie reflections across the bridge. One of the final kids suddenly stops. He looks back. His eyes widen, not with fear but realization. He's counting. The pattern, every 3 steps, a rhythm. He races forward with a burst of confidence, leaping in perfect timing, 1, 2, 3, each landing more sure than the last. The others notice and begin to follow. The magical lights on the safe panels begin to pulse faintly with golden light. The glowing doll's expression softens slightly, as if amused. She tilts her head as they near the end. Just when it seems the last jump is all that remains, a final twist emerges. 2 panels side by side, both glowing, but one subtly flickers. The group hesitates. Who will make the last leap? One girl steps forward. She closes her eyes and whispers, "For everyone who didn't make it." Then she jumps. Everything goes quiet. She lands. The bridge glows with a radiant golden hue, and the fog below begins to part, revealing the floating magical arena from earlier, the final destination. A pathway of stardust appears, leading forward, welcoming them to the last round. The doll slowly turns her back and fades into a burst of sparkles. They've made it, but the real test is just beginning. The magical arena shimmered with golden light, casting long shadows over the final challenge. The last 2 players stood face to face, no longer strangers but warriors shaped by wonder, fear, and impossible games. The enchanted ground beneath them rippled like water, reflecting fragments of their past trials. Above them, floating lanterns lit up the sky one by one, each holding a memory from the previous challenges. The glowing doll, the candy tiles, the floating glass bridge. The memories swirled in the air like fireflies, reminding them of the friends they had lost, the laughs they had shared, and the magic that kept them moving. Suddenly, the arena transformed. The tiles shifted beneath their feet, forming a giant glowing star that pulsed with heartbeats. From the center, a ring of light rose, drawing them into the final test. A test not of strength, but of compassion. A magical voice echoed around them. "You have reached the end, but the final prize is not gold nor victory. It is choice. Will you play or will you protect?" A 3rd player stepped into the ring, a child they thought had vanished in the early games. Tears in her eyes, she held a piece of the enchanted token that all the players once wore. Her presence changed everything. Now the 2 finalists faced an impossible decision. One could win the enchanted crystal crown, or they could both step away, break the cycle, and release everyone trapped in the magic of the arena. Tension filled the air as the star platform began to split slowly into 2 halves. The lanterns above them turned from warm gold to uncertain blue. The audience, spirits of past players, watched in silence. Then, in a moment only Disney could create, one of them reached out. He took the other's hand. No words, just a look, a memory, a choice. Together, they stepped off the platform. The arena trembled, then exploded into color and music. The sky turned to a painting of light and hope. The spirits were free, the games were over, the child smiled. The final scene showed the players walking out of the arena, now glowing with life, hand in hand, into a world reborn by their courage. And just like that, the game became a story, and the story became legend. If you were standing in that final moment, would you choose the crown or choose to set everyone free?